Before marriage, no one really tells you the real lessons that matter, especially if you are a Muslim woman. I know we've seen the relationships before us, and we don't want to repeat those mistakes. So, if you are in love, dating, engaged, married, divorced, no matter what phase of life you're in, then this is the video for you to make sure you're protected, at peace, and obsessed with yourself. Hi, I'm Rana, your favorite new YouTuber, and let me just say, this channel is all about self-love, self-concept, and becoming the best version of yourself without too much pressure, because I know that can be scary. My girls, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Rana, and I have big news. Since the last time you saw me, a lot has changed. The biggest thing being, I'm getting married. I don't even know where to start. You guys are probably surprised. I'm honestly not surprised anymore. I always had this made-up timeline of when I plan to get married, and let me just say, it was not at 24, but you plan and God laughs, because God is the best of planners. So yes, I'm getting married. I'm so excited. I met the love of my life, and I just can't wait to enter this chapter with him. A big thing that I had to ask myself prior to the engagement was, am I ready to be a wife? I feel like after your 20s, you might be ready to have a husband, but there's another responsibility that comes with being a wife, combining your finances, combining your lifestyles, living with a man. I don't have brothers. I do not know what it's like to live with a man besides my dad. So there is going to be a lot of adjustment, but I feel like the most important thing is trusting myself, loving myself, and knowing that if God thinks I'm ready, then I'm probably ready. So although I'm not married yet, my wedding is in a couple of months. I'm in the planning process right now. If you're going through something similar, or if you're wondering, are you ready to get married? I thought it'd be nice to share with you guys 7 lessons that made me realize I was ready to get married. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Please let me know how you guys like these talking videos. One thing about me, I have a lot to say, and I'm always excited and ready to share. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I will make a video on it, or I'll just reply with any advice that I have. So as women, we go through so many different transitions, building careers, pursuing our passions, finding love. And the season of life that I'm in right now is preparing for my marriage. I feel like finding the right person is the hardest part of getting married. And thankfully, I found my person. And you might be thinking my person is a man. No, my person is me. You have to know yourself before getting into any sort of commitment with someone. If you don't love yourself, if you don't trust yourself, if you don't value yourself, how can you expect someone to do those things for you? In this season of life right now, I have learned the hard and beautiful lessons of discipline, self-worth, and most importantly, faith. So I'm going to share the 7 most beautiful lessons that I have learned about prepping for marriage. And this one is all about you. So go get your matcha, go get your tea, pause me right now, and don't forget your notepad. Lesson number 1. Love yourself before expecting love from anyone else. You are the first example of how you deserve to be loved and treated. If you're not loving yourself, valuing yourself, your partner or whoever's around you is going to see that. And when they see that, they're going to take that as an example of your expectations and your standards. Don't give anyone room to disrespect you, but that starts with respecting yourself. But how do you even start loving yourself? The key is reflection. You're probably battling some demons that you don't even know exist. Sit with yourself. Sit in silence. Be alone. Journal. Reflect. Pray. Ask for guidance. All of these things will guide you towards exploring the best version of yourself. Because she's in there. She exists within you. She just needs help getting out. And she needs to know that it's safe. Make yourself feel safe. Clean your environment. Set boundaries. Protect your peace. But also immerse yourself in community. Be around positive, helpful people. People that love you, that pour into you. Take care of your skin. Take care of your hair. Take your time in the shower. Get a body scrub that's scented, that smells good. Perfume yourself before bed. Get some cute pajamas, a cute lounging set. Pick up a hobby. Explore your interests and prioritize yourself. So many people have been looking for marriage, looking for partners. And I get it. It's very romanticized. But unless you love yourself and you build that relationship with yourself, you're going to repel good people away. When I was at my lowest, I was attracting people who are in that vibration. You need to start working towards becoming the best version of yourself so you can attract people in that vibration. And I have literally seen this happened to so many people. And speaking for myself, I really feel like the person I ended up with reflects the best version of me. And alhamdulillah, that's where the certainty comes in regarding who I'm going to marry. Because the best version of me is not going to settle. Lesson number 2. Communication matters more than chemistry. When you are in a relationship, you have to voice your needs. You can't expect this person to know you front and back when you guys just met. And even after that, every day, every year, every decade, you will learn something new about your partner. So expecting them to know everything about you and judging them for not delivering, that's not going to sustain your marriage. I feel like marriage is a long journey. It's not a destination. So be patient with your partner, learn how to communicate on your side, and also encourage them to communicate. Most men were never really given a safe space to open up emotionally. So they really focus on being logical to navigate through their problems. But as women, we are naturally very emotional. So for us, it might be a little bit easier to communicate, but for them, it's not. So when you're in a relationship and you're looking at getting married with that person, make sure that you guys have nailed down communication. Be open, be honest. If you feel like you have to be someone else around your man and you can't be fully yourself, then that's a sign that you're probably not ready to get married. Be with someone who you can be completely unfiltered with. Share your wildest dreams, your biggest fears with. That's the person who's going to build with you. So remember, chemistry fade, communication is key, and in the long run, I feel like communication will amplify your love for each other. Lesson number 3. Discipline is the highest form of self-love. Taking care of your body and sticking to commitments you make, that's how you build self-trust. That's how your brain will know I'm safe, I can rely on myself, I can depend on myself, and I can trust myself to choose the right partner. And as women, I feel like a lot of the structures built around discipline were centered around men, like 75 hard, for example. I tried doing that. I got to day 21, but it did teach me that I was able to do anything. And even though I didn't get to 75 days, I still saw the value of being disciplined. Personally, I'm starting to cycle sync, and as a woman, your cycle is about 28 days, and there are 4 phases of your cycle. So each phase of your cycle, your energy levels will look different. The physical energy you're able to exert will fluctuate. So I'm learning how to plan my weeks, plan my days around my cycle so that I'm making the most out of my time. Wake up early, pray your morning prayers, do your affirmations. Have a set routine, especially in the morning. How you spend your morning will trickle into the rest of your day. So be really wise with that time. Be very disciplined. Don't roll over and pick up your phone as soon as you wake up. Take a second. Thank God for waking you up. Get out of bed. Make your bed. Brush your teeth. Drink a cup of coffee. And then do what you need to do. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and staying disciplined, because that will ultimately build your self-trust, and that will help you pick the right person. I also feel like something that people don't talk about, I know, and I've seen this, when you're married, I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in the honeymoon phase and neglect all of your responsibilities outside of your partner. But when you are disciplined, you're able to manage both. You're able to enter a marriage, have a very healthy relationship where you spend time together, but also get your things done. So build your discipline now, and it'll protect you later. Lesson number 4. Boundaries protect your peace. If you are a multifaceted person, you have multiple hobbies, so many different relationships, a career that you're pursuing, you want to really pour into yourself and get to know yourself better, you are going to have to say no sometimes. And that is perfectly fine. Ask yourself, is this something that I really want to do, or do I feel pressured to do this because of perception? Saying no or creating space is not selfish. Whether it's saying no to family, to friends, to work, you are allowed to say no. You have free will. But when you say no, what are you doing with that time that you're saving? How are you maximizing it? It could be rest. It could be work. It could be personal work. It could be time to reflect. But be intentional about how you are spending that time when you say no. And on the contrary, if something scares you or makes you uncomfortable, it's okay to say yes. Try new things. Pour into yourself. Do something different. Prove yourself wrong. I think when you say yes to things that scare you, not necessarily things that are just annoying, right? Things that actually scare you, like speaking on stage or posting a YouTube video or going rock climbing or anything that you feel like you really want to do, but maybe you're scared of failing. Do it, do it, do it. When you do it and you keep going, you'll prove yourself wrong, and that will build your self-trust. Going out of your way to do something difficult and being successful at it, yourself will love you for that. I have this quote that I always say that I think might resonate with you. Or maybe it's something you need to hear. The only way to fail is by giving up, period. That's true failure. Anything else is just a part of the process. It's just a part of the journey. I've had this YouTube channel probably for 10 years. I only have 30 videos. I hop in once in a while, but every time I say I'm back, I truly mean it. And I will always try my best to stay consistent, and I will always do my part because I'm not giving up. And that results in having more self-trust. Things won't always look linear, but if you keep going, you'll eventually reach the top. Lesson number 5. Your partner is not your source of happiness. I've seen this often where people get married and they put so much pressure on their partner to be everything for them. As humans, we are social beings. We have family, we have our friends, we have our partners, we have our colleagues, we have our community. Each type of relationship will offer you something different. So expecting everything from one person is just very unrealistic, and I feel like it's really damaging as well. For me, and I genuinely mean this when I say it, the love that I have for my fiance, for my friends, for my family, it's all the same love. The intimacy is going to look different, but the love to its core is the same. So make sure that when you get married, as you're preparing to get married, that you're not neglecting the relationships that you have. Because one person cannot be your source of happiness. And the most important relationship that you cannot neglect is the relationship you have with yourself. That's why self-love is key. Let your fulfillment come from your faith, your hobbies, your businesses, your work, your community, everything else around you. And the cherry on top will be your husband. Your relationship should add to your happiness, not be the foundation of it. Lesson number 6. Growth does not stop when you get that ring. I feel like for so long, I always had this fear that once you get married, you become complacent and you and your partner get into a routine and just coast through life. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. Choose the right partner and you guys will grow together. There are always going to be opportunities for growth, and you two are individuals that are constantly changing as well. So you're always going to have to adapt to each other. You have to choose a partner who is willing to evolve with you. My partner and I have grown so much since the day we met, and I can't wait to see who we become after we're married. So don't forget to choose someone who wants to grow with you. And last but not least, lesson number 7. Faith keeps everything in perspective. After the wedding, I'm going to share with you guys how I met my fiance. And let me just say, it was literally God at work. Nothing can prepare you guys for this story, so stay tuned. But faith was a really big part of our journey. There was so much divine intervention, so many insane moments where we were like, how is this real? And honestly, prior to meeting my partner, that's when I really started looking inward spiritually. I remember moving to New York August of 2023, just so lost, confused, lonely. I had moved to a new city all by myself, left all my friends back home, and I just remember feeling so lonely. And at some point, I literally just cut everyone off and focused on myself. I hibernated for a little bit, and I realized whatever void I was feeling was not going to be filled by anyone or anything other than God. So I started looking inward spiritually, and I felt so full. I genuinely did. Like reconnecting with myself spiritually, with God. I started reading the Quran and really asking myself, why did God put us here? What is our purpose? And I genuinely believe that it's to serve. Once I got locked in spiritually, God gave me the man of my dreams, subhanAllah, and I didn't have to settle. Obviously, no one is perfect, right? I'm not perfect, but I really do believe that this is the person I was meant to be with. And I only have that confidence because I trust God. I connect with God. I communicate with God. And He has shown me so many signs. So if you're looking for a sign, and if you want to know if the person you're with is meant for you, then start praying. Ask God. Pray istikhara, which is a guidance prayer that we have as Muslims. Let God lead you. Trust your gut. And most importantly, do not settle. Don't settle for anything less than what you want. So the next question is, what is it that you want? This is homework for you girls. Take a notebook out, and I want you to write a list of the top 10 things that you want out of a partner. Don't be vague. Don't say family-oriented. I want you to describe exactly what you mean by that. Exactly what you expect from him. How do you want him to show you that he's family-oriented? 10 things, no more, no less, and pray about it. Fill your own cup. Trust God, and inshallah, you find the man of your dreams. And if you're already with him and you feel like this video really resonated with you, we love that. Congratulations. And remember, marriage is a chapter. It's not the whole book. So no matter where you are in life, single, married, divorced, these 7 lessons will transform your life as a woman. If this video resonated with you, please share it with other girls who are in the same phase of life, who want to level up, grow, and by sharing it, maybe you'll inspire someone else to choose themselves. If you're ready to grow with me, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let's have a conversation. Let me know your biggest fear about getting married, and we'll talk about it in the next video. Bye!